Hola, hola, what's up, Rancho? Happy Tuesday morning. It is March 15th, and here we go. Question of the day. And I may be breaking some hearts here, but this is the last one. After this week, next week is midterms, so we will not be having a question of the day. The week after that is spring break. Whoop, whoop, spring break. Super excited. We all need a break. We all need some rest. And then I hope you do rest because we will come back from spring break and it's CAASPP testing time. So this is it, last one. So who's going to get this last W? What second period class out there is going to get it? And if you haven't participated up until this point, this is it. Go ahead, have fun. I mean, even if you get it wrong, it's still fun. So here we go. Let me share my screen here. And last week we had a math question. Congratulations to Mr. Presser's second period class. All right, bravo. Now who's going to get this English question? All righty. So I just want to preface with what is this question targeting? What is this question trying to assess or measure in your abilities and skills as a student? So this particular question is measuring that the student will develop the topic by selecting the most significant and relevant supporting evidence, facts, extended definitions, concrete details, quotations, examples, appropriate to the audience's knowledge of the topic. Okay, so that's what's being assessed. Let's actually look at the question. Here we go. A student is writing an article about safety in high school athletics. Read the draft of the article and complete the task that follows. Just how safe are high school athletics? Critics would argue that most sports are highly dangerous to those teens who participate in them. Recently, football has been the most closely scrutinized. The dangers of the high school gridiron are many: head injuries, knee injuries, and heat exhaustion. In dangers of it seems as if every year more studies are released implicating the immediate and long-term effects of this highly physical sport. Football, however, is not the only sport that has drawn attention. Any sport that involves contact, basketball, hockey, lacrosse, can leave its players vulnerable to injury. The question then becomes, what is being done to prevent these injuries? Steps are being taken to reduce the most serious complications of all sports. One way that these issues are being addressed is through the development of new equipment. Another way is through more stringent rules that govern practices as well as game situations. Most importantly, educating players, coaches, and parents to the real dangers of athletics has taken a new priority. Through education, regulations, and equipment, high school sports can continue to be a source of entertainment, not danger. Here's the question. Select the two sentences that provide the best evidence to support the main idea of the paper. So here are our options. A, it has been estimated that nearly half of all high school students participate in athletics at some level. B, this school district reports that each high school has a minimum of 5 varsity sports. This number does not include junior varsity or community leagues. C, Bob Jones, Southern High's athletic director, added this comment. We had a very successful season. Injuries did not play a measurable role in our record. D, district-wide data indicates that students are injured on school property at a relatively low rate. Last year, only 33 accidents were reported that resulted in serious injury. E, one of the most visible educational campaigns has been launched by the National Football League, NFL. It is entitled Heads Up and trains coaches and student athletes on techniques to avoid head injuries. F, in a 2010 study, American University found that close to 80% of all high school athletes had reported injuries during their athletic careers. Approximately 25% of these injuries were considered serious. All right, fam, and that's it. So make sure that your teacher fills out the Google form. May the force be with you. And aside from the competition, I want you all to win. I want you to get the right answer. But I do want to point out a couple things since this is our last question of the day. I want you to notice that a lot of times, especially in the English questions, the reading will come first and then the question. Notice that they had you read the whole article before they asked you any question. So, one strategy that you might have is find the question first and then read the article or read the thing. The piece that they're going to have you read, because that will zero in your attention as you're reading. Another thing I want to point out is that it does say select two sentences. So as you notice, we have boxes, which we've already talked about. You have more than one answer. It says two sentences that provide the best evidence to support the main idea. So that is, in fact, what you are looking at. All right, familia, that is pretty much it. I just want to remind you that CAASPP testing is for real coming now. We are getting down to the wire as far as practicing and preparing. We will have midterms next week. The week after that is spring break, which is this week right here. And then for 3 consecutive weeks, back to back to back, we will have, these will be full days, but we'll have testing or some kind of activity in the morning. If you're not a junior, you'll be doing something else. You'll be testing or some kind of activity. But juniors and everyone will be doing something in the morning, testing or some other activity in the morning, and then class in the afternoon. So these will be full days. Juniors will be doing English on the 6th and 7th, math on the 13th and 14th, science on the 20th, and then seniors, your one piece of state testing will be the science test on the 21st. All right. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Have a beautiful rest of your day where it is always a good day to be a Mustang. All right, fam. See you later.